Of all the wonderful things that I've been lucky enough to experience over the past few years, receiving this honour is among the most meaningful. For me, it represents a renewal of my relationship with this wonderful city, an ongoing connection, a reason to come back and to keep coming back. If you've seen Wild Rose, then you'll know that Glasgow is the closest thing I have to a muse. The way people talk here, the way they think, our relationship with music, with our families and with each other. Being from Glasgow, as Julie said, is what made me a writer. So receiving an acknowledgement from this great Glaswegian institution is something that has thrilled me and which I will cherish. And it comes with the opportunity to address you guys today. But then again, what can I tell you? You who have got to this point, having had your education and your young lives interrupted by COVID. And yet, here you are, you did it, you got to the end. And I think that's worth remarking on, even if you're sick of hearing it, because I truly believe that your cohort will always, always be respected for coming through that. So how does it feel? Maybe it's straightforward, you worked hard, you nailed it, you're here, let's party. Or maybe your day is a little bit more like mine was when I graduated. I studied down south, I was 20 when it finished. It was a subject I wasn't really interested in. I worked hard and didn't really get the degree result that I wanted. I hadn't met the friends that felt that they'd be lifelong. And worst of all, the day before graduation, I had gone and got the most god-awful haircut. All around me, people were celebrating, and there was I, feeling nothing but dread. And 3 months later, I was back in the parental home in Glasgow, feeling like I'd failed and not able to see any kind of future for myself. Now, I tell you that not to depress the hell out of you or because I didn't get the memo that today was in fact a celebration, but to illustrate the one point that I hope to impart to you today. Amazing things are going to happen to you, but not necessarily on your timeline. In fact, definitely not on your timeline. So adjust your expectations. Not of what you're ultimately going to achieve, but of the route that you're going to take to get there. So much of what's going to happen to you is out of your control, because so much will be the result of relationships with people you haven't even met yet. Relationships, encounters with other people, that, more than anything, is what's going to shape your path. And anything I've achieved, it's been the result of relationships with people who saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. Making relationships takes humility and openness to learn, but they're what is going to make you good at what you do, and they are what makes life joyful. And there's so much that's going to be joyful. I just wish that I'd known that on my own graduation day, because you'll wind up in places like this that you never, ever could have dreamed of when you were 20 and anxious with a god-awful haircut. And honestly, it will be all the sweeter because of that. Happy graduation. I'm so proud to be among you.